What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today we're going to talk about Tsnp. Tsnp, their merger that they got done with Humble. What is Humble? Their agreement to raise $50 million in funding through the sale of warrants. What does that mean for the stock? I'm going to go over the chart pattern and what my plans are with this stock. It is an OTC stock, so I normally don't play these when they're penny stocks, but I'm about to get into exactly why I'm going to do so. But before I do that, man, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I just do this for financial entertainment because I love researching stocks. I love everything stock market related, anything finance related. It's just what I love to do. And you feel me? I'm here to share with everybody who's willing to listen. Sharing is caring. But that being said, man, let's get right into it.
Let's do this.
So as you can see right here, Humble completes merger with Tsnp Enterprises Inc. Sells warrants with provisions of $50 million in funding. So Humble, San Diego, California, December 9th. So this was a couple days ago. This news is already kind of old, but the reason why I'm bringing it up is to provide the catalyst of what I'm seeing in the chart pattern. So Tsnp Enterprises announced today that the merger with Humble is complete and the company is now registered Delaware Corporation. Additional amendments are now being filed with the Delaware Security and State Office to change the name of the corporation to Humble Inc. Furthermore, corporate actions are being prepared of filing with the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority to have the public entity renamed Humble Inc. together with the request to change for the ticker symbol to HMBL. So here's just a little bit about Humble in general, why I'm interested in this. It's a technology company. It's considered to be like like PayPal, like Venmo. It's in that area. But the good thing about this, it's an app that you could use. So it's just providing to different regions in the world. But what they do, they basically put the main three together, man. So it's like Venmo and PayPal put with Yelp, and then put with what do you use to fucking research when you're looking for something? You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Like, fuck, I don't even know the fucking name of it, to be honest with you. But let's just get into it, man, because it's really just all about the chart pattern for me. I just want to provide the catalyst of what's going on with that chart pattern. So as you can see, this is Humble's website, a new digital way to use money. Humble will allow you to send, receive, exchange, and borrow money at up to an estimated 50% savings versus its competitors. Mobile payments for emerging markets. Humble will be working with partners in Latin America, the Caribbean, Africa, and the Asian Pacific in countries that have been overlooked and underserved by traditional payments and financial service providers. Who we serve. Humble is being designed to work across banks, borders, and currencies. The company will be focused on working with targeted verticals such as governments, wireless, banks, and merchants with existing customer bases who are looking to go digital with their money. So basically, like in these other countries, as you see in Latin America, targeting Latin America, the Caribbean, Africa, and the Asian Pacific. So this company's currency is constantly changing. They're very cash heavy. So when they're carrying cash, their cash constantly changes. So say if a merchant has sitting on a bunch of cash and we have the cash prices fluctuating, you feel me? Their dollar amount changes, man. So I mean, you could be sitting on $100 worth of cash and now your $100 worth $80. You know what I mean? So they want to transfer this into digital currency. And use blockchain technology, and then to make sure that everybody's money is held in U.S. currency, pretty much to maintain, man, and keep your money safe, man. So you feel me? That's it on them. And then just to give you a little insight too, Humble is comprised of a diverse set of founders, consultants, and advisors with experience at Western Union, MoneyGram, American Express, Visa, Facebook, Microsoft, Epson, and Qualcomm. So basically, they have a bunch of people working with them that are well experienced in the area, the field of expertise that they're looking for. And then if we go into here, you could see Forwardly Inc. acquires warrants to purchase 500 million shares of Tesoro Enterprises. So as we seen earlier, as you can see, they exercise their right to sell $50 million worth of warrants. And as you can see right here, a company, Forwardly Inc., acquires 500 million shares. So if you put that in perspective, if you put $50 million for 500 million shares, that's roughly around 10 cents a share. But again, man, the technology behind this company is what's propelling the catalyst to boost this stock. Because it is an OTC company, so there aren't no real fundamentals. This is the very beginning stage with no real revenue involved in this company. It's basically just a tech stock, and it's basically the technology is what's getting people interested. So let's just get into the chart pattern. So as you can see right here, Tsnp, this is their chart pattern for the 1-day daily, and we've been having this huge run from right here. The news catalyst originally came out of their merger deal on the 23rd. So as you can see, we finally started to have movement. Then we had this parabolic move from 2 cents up to 24 cents. And then we have this nice drop of correction down to 10 cents. And then we have this huge move again all the way up to the 36 cents area. And then on the 9th, is when they had that news come out about the $50 million, selling the warrants for $50 million on the 9th. So as you can see, that's here. And again, like I said, $50 million for 500 million shares is equivalent to about 10 cents a share. Then we have this huge drop all the way down here. But it's showing right here that it got down to the 16s. And then today it dropped to the 13s. So if we look at this chart, as you can see, it dropped all the way down to the 13, the 12.75, 13 range, and held. So for me personally, that's going to show, a 30% hold above the actual 10-cent price. And then we're finally starting to have a little bounce. So it's more like just the hype around this stock is what got me interested. So I did wind up buying the dip today after this huge drop, because pretty much what I like to see, right? Just like I have an NNDM over here, we get a pop, a pullback, a pop, a pullback, a pop, a pullback, a pop, which is what I'm seeing the beginning stages of potentially, which is a pop, pullback, pop. And then so I purchased this dip today in the 15. I bought it at 15.9. And then it winded up closing at 17.96. So I'm up a couple shares, a couple cents of profit right now on it. I bought a little over 3,000 shares. But so I'm expecting, if the trend continues, that it will eventually break this 35, 36 area and make new highs. And from what I'm seeing here, I see a potential new high of, somewhere around 46 range. And that's kind of where I want to play it. Just due to the chart pattern alone, man, it seemed like a great opportunity to buy these dips. And then with the news coming out about selling the warrants of 500 million shares, at the minimum I see this going is down to the $10 range and bouncing off of it. So roughly right here is going to be my exit point if it does happen to turn in that direction. And then I'll just take a quick little loss on that. But the hype of the technology sector right now, I mean, everyone's trying to hop in on some technology, and obviously you see that. I mean, this is showing the potential in Humble from 2 cents to 40 cents. That's pretty parabolic move, man, in a matter of a few days, a couple weeks. Yeah, just a couple weeks, man. So I mean, that's a nice move. Can that continue down that path if enough people hop on this and believe in what Humble can do and what Humble is doing as far as technology and as a service? Because it is, like I said, it's a combination of PayPal, Bevmo, Yelp, because it's almost like a community app, where you could get on there, you could view vendors, hey, I'm looking to buy this, where can I find this guy at? And then you have the reviews on it, and then you could just pay right there direct on that app. I mean, so the app's pretty cool. So, that's my thought process on that. Just wanted to make a quick little video about it. So as you can see, the chart pattern was very interesting to me. And I just wanted to go over that merger deal with Humble, which provided the catalyst for here. And then now them selling off, $50 million worth of shares, which happened on the 9th. And then we get that drop yesterday and today back down to the 1280s. So holding above that 10-cent range of basically the sell-off of the warrants. So that gives me a pretty safe bet, man. I'm pretty comfortable with my position size at the moment. And I'm curious to see if we will get a gap up like you have been seeing. We get Green Day's gap up. We see this bounce of a Green Day gap up. Even right here when it drops, you see this close here and then gaps up. So I'm expecting some kind of gap up, and if it maintains and holds that gap up and it has some kind of news that comes out that propels it further, then that's just a great sign. But I've watched videos too on YouTube and seen other people talk about this stock, and they're holding it for the long term. Me, I'm just more trying to play it for a swing and for the short term. This is Friday, so you never know what's going to happen, what kind of news could come out on the weekends, on Saturday or Sunday about this stock. But again, caution, warning, it is a OTC stock, and OTC stocks aren't as reliable as NASDAQ's or New York Stock Exchange. Again, another warning, Humble has no revenue. They're just, a technology company that just started this app, and there is no real revenue behind it. I even looked up, there's, a little over 100+ users. When I looked it up on Google Play, it just shows 100+ users as of right now, because it's a brand new app, man. So again, man, I think it's just more of a hype play. If this thing could gain legs and gain hype, I can see this running and potentially breaking new highs if it can maintain that. But I just want to go over a quick little review. Buying the dip because of the chart. Seeing big push, pull back, big push. Now we'll pull back, and I'm expecting to see some kind of big push. So that's why I purchased on the dip. Dip buying is a lot safer than buying these breakouts, because you could very well buy a breakout here, and you could have been profitable. But for OTCs, if it's showing that trend of popping, dropping, then it's a lot safer bet to just buy the drop. And it's a lot less riskier than actually buying the break. Buying the dip is a lot less riskier. So again, man, I normally don't like playing OTCs or penny stocks, just because I never really had too much luck with them in the past. But I just seen this opportunity, and because it's just so news heavy right now, and I think this merger deal is really good for Tsnp, because they're transitioning into this tech in this tech space, that it could potentially work out because of what Humble actually has to offer. So just a dip buy opportunity for anybody interested. That's what I'm seeing on here, a quick dip buy opportunity. And that's my plans for that stock, man. So, TSMP, dip buy opportunity, yes. Is it speculative? Yes. Can it potentially drop? Yes, especially selling at 10 cents a share for 500 million shares. We could have a heavy seller come in and this thing just drop on Monday. But again, the hype could pick up over the weekend and this thing could propel and have some kind of other catalyst. I don't know, but buying the dip from what I'm seeing in the charts and the technicals seems like a good play for me. And as you can see, I'm currently up profitable on it at the moment. So, we'll see how this thing plays out. So TSMP, man, I think that's going to be it for today. Merger deal with Humble. You feel me? Selling 500 million shares of warrants at $50 million. Maintaining over that 10-cent price, bouncing off of 12-13 area and buying the dip. So that's going to be it for today. If you watched this far, man, I appreciate you so much, man. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, man. Let me know your thought process on TSMP. Let's have a conversation, man. If you leave me a comment, I will respond as soon as possible. I appreciate everybody that's been leaving me comments and getting involved in these conversations, because I love to talk anything stock market related and finance related, man. I love it, man. Again, man, you can't stop Mafia as a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is a great thing, and you could do that with the stock market, man. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Till next time, I'm out of here. Peace.